Clever Cat Saves Village. Once upon a time in a small village nestled at the foot of a towering mountain, there lived a clever cat named Oliver. Oliver was no ordinary feline. He possessed a sharp wit and a cunning nature that set him apart from the other cats in the neighborhood. One sunny afternoon, a swarm of mice invaded the village, wreaking havoc and leaving the villagers desperate for a solution. The mice were stealing food, nibbling on clothes, and even chewing through important documents. The villagers tried various methods to get rid of the mice, but none were successful. Oliver, observing the chaos from a distance, knew he had an opportunity to showcase his intelligence. He approached the village mayor, a wise and respected elderly woman named Mrs. Jenkins, and proposed a plan. And quote, Mrs. Jenkins, and quote, Oliver meowed, and quote, I believe I can rid our village of this pesky mouse problem once and for all. However, I will need your assistance. And quote. Intrigued by the cat's confidence, Mrs. Jenkins agreed to hear Oliver's plan. The clever cat explained that he would use his cunning and charm to lure the mice into a trap, and Mrs. Jenkins would provide him with a generous reward if he succeeded. Eager to solve the problem, Mrs. Jenkins agreed to Oliver's terms and gathered the villagers to inform them of the cat's plan. Skeptical at first, they were willing to give Oliver a chance, as they had exhausted all other options. The clever cat set his plan in motion. He began by spreading rumors among the mice about a hidden treasure buried beneath the village square. Oliver knew that mice, just like any other creature, were easily tempted by the allure of treasure. As the whispers of the hidden treasure spread through the mouse community, curiosity overcame caution. One by one, the mice ventured into the village square under the cover of night, their tiny paws guiding them toward the supposed riches. Unbeknownst to the mice, Oliver had enlisted the help of the villagers. They had prepared a grand feast, enticing the mice with a mouth-watering buffet of cheese, nuts, and grains. The aroma wafted through the square, drawing the mice closer. Oliver waited patiently in the shadows, his eyes glinting with anticipation. As the mice swarmed the feast, he sprang into action, swiftly closing the trap. The villagers, alerted by Oliver's signal, rushed to secure the perimeter, ensuring the mice had no escape. The next morning, the villagers rejoiced as they witnessed the sight of the captured mice, trapped and unable to cause any more mischief. Oliver emerged from the shadows, tail held high, basking in his triumph. Mrs. Jenkins, true to her word, rewarded Oliver handsomely for his cunning and resourcefulness. The villagers praised him as a hero, forever grateful for his cleverness that had saved their village from the relentless mice. From that day forward, Oliver became a legend in the village. His reputation as a clever cat spread far and wide, attracting visitors from neighboring towns who sought his assistance with their own pest problems. Oliver, always up for a challenge, continued to outwit and outsmart any obstacles that came his way, forever proving that intelligence and cunning could conquer even the most challenging of situations. One day, as Oliver enjoyed his newfound fame, a visitor arrived in the village. It was a renowned magician named Professor Magnus, known for his mesmerizing tricks and illusions. Intrigued by the tales of Oliver's intelligence, the magician sought to test the limits of the clever cat's wit. Professor Magnus approached Oliver with a proposition. He challenged the feline prodigy to solve a series of riddles and puzzles, promising a grand reward if Oliver could outsmart him. Eager for a mental challenge, Oliver accepted the magician's offer. The whole village gathered in the town square, eagerly awaiting the battle of wits between the magician and the clever cat. Professor Magnus posed riddles, each one more perplexing than the last, but Oliver effortlessly unraveled them with his sharp intellect and keen problem-solving skills. The magician, astounded by Oliver's prowess, decided to take the challenge up a notch. He conjured a magnificent illusion, creating a seemingly impenetrable maze right in the middle of the square. The villagers watched in anticipation as the clever cat stepped into the intricate labyrinth. Oliver moved with calculated precision, his eyes sharp and his mind focused. He relied on his acute sense of direction and his ability to detect even the slightest hints of air movement. With each twist and turn, he navigated the maze flawlessly, never faltering or second-guessing himself. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, Oliver emerged from the maze, victorious. The villagers erupted in applause, cheering for the clever hero. Professor Magnus, humbled by Oliver's triumph, presented him with a rare jewel, a symbol of his admiration for the feline's intelligence. Oliver, content with his triumph, continued to live a life of adventure and intellect in the village. He became an integral part of the community, using his wit and problem-solving skills to help others in need. The villagers came to rely on him, not only for his pest control abilities but also for his wisdom and guidance. Over time, Oliver's legend spread far and wide, attracting people from distant lands who sought his expertise. He became a symbol of intellect and resourcefulness, inspiring cats and humans alike to embrace their own cleverness and face challenges head-on. And so, the clever cat Oliver lived a life filled with triumphs and adventures, forever leaving his mark on the world with his sharp mind and clever solutions. His legacy served as a reminder that intelligence, when coupled with bravery and a kind heart, could overcome any obstacle and inspire others to embrace their own brilliance. As the years passed, Oliver's fame continued to grow, and he found himself faced with an unexpected challenge. A neighboring village, plagued by a notorious gang of thieves, reached out to Oliver for help. These cunning criminals were known for their clever tactics and elusive nature, always managing to outsmart the authorities. Intrigued by the prospect of taking on such a formidable challenge, Oliver accepted the task. He bid farewell to his beloved village, promising to return victorious. Armed with his quick wit and sharp instincts, he embarked on a journey to the neighboring village. Upon his arrival, Oliver began his investigation, studying the patterns and methods of the thieves. He spent nights observing their hideouts, analyzing their movements, and collecting valuable information. It became clear to him that to catch these cunning criminals, he would have to outwit them at their own game. Oliver devised a plan. He approached the village authorities and suggested a trap to ensnare the thieves. He proposed setting up a staged heist, designed to tempt the criminals into falling into a meticulously laid net. The authorities, desperate for a solution, agreed to Oliver's strategy, placing their trust in the clever cat. The day of the operation arrived. Oliver meticulously orchestrated every detail, ensuring that every step was executed flawlessly. With the authorities hidden in strategic positions, Oliver played his part, appearing to be an unsuspecting target for the thieves. As expected, the gang fell for the bait, thinking they had found an easy mark. They attempted to carry out the heist, unaware that they were walking right into Oliver's trap. With precise timing and careful coordination, the authorities closed in on the unsuspecting thieves, capturing them before they could escape. The village erupted in cheers and celebrations as the notorious gang was apprehended. Oliver, hailed as a hero once again, was showered with gratitude and praise. The village rewarded him with a grand feast and bestowed upon him the title of the mastermind. Having successfully fulfilled his duty, Oliver bid farewell to the neighboring village and returned home to his own village, where he was greeted with open arms and endless admiration. He resumed his life of tranquility but continued to be sought after for his sharp mind and strategic thinking. Oliver's fame and reputation spread far and wide, reaching the ears of leaders and intellectuals from distant lands. They sought his counsel on matters of strategy, governance, and problem-solving. Oliver, ever the clever cat, graciously shared his wisdom and insights, making a significant impact on the world. And Sir, the clever cat Oliver, continued to live a life filled with challenges, victories, and endless adventures. He proved time and time again that intelligence, combined with courage and resourcefulness, could make a lasting difference. His legacy as a symbol of cleverness and problem-solving inspired generations to come, leaving an indelible mark on the annals of history.